Hello, messy friends. It's Neil here. I'm sitting in the dark. That's why you can't see me very well. Today, we're going to be talking about light. And I wondered, first of all, to ask you a question. How do you feel when you're in the dark? Well, being in the dark is not always great. It's good if you're trying to get to sleep, but it can be pretty tricky. If I wander around the house in the dark, I sometimes bump into things. That's not good. And if I don't quite know where I'm going, if it's dark, I struggle to find my way. How do you feel when you're in the dark? You can see the stars when you're in the dark. But you can't see very much else, can you? In fact, I'm struggling right now to see you guys or even to be seen by you. So what happens when you switch on the light? Shall we switch on the light and see what happens? Let's give it a go. Go on. Here we go. Boy, that's a whole lot better. I feel like you guys can see me now. Can you see me? Hello, I'm here. Could you see me before? Only just. It's not easy to see in the dark, is it? So, if that's what it's like in the dark, I have a question about light for you. And the question is, how does light help us? What does light do? Well, I guess the main thing that light does is it helps us to see things. We don't often see light itself, but light is the thing that helps us see other things. Well, the Bible tells us that Jesus is the light of the world, and that's what we're celebrating today in Messy Church. In fact, in just a month's time, it's going to be, do you know what's happening in a month's time? Just over a month? Have you started thinking about it already? Yes, the C word, Christmas! Love Christmas. And at Christmas time, we celebrate that Jesus came into the world. We talk about that as the moment when the light of God came into the world. Here's a passage from the Bible that talks about this. Oh, I'll need my glasses so I can see the light. There we go. It says that in the beginning, Jesus was right there with God. And it says that in him was life. And the life was the light of the world. It says the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Here's the thing about light. Do you know that if there's a bit of light in a room, there's no amount of darkness that can put it out? I have a little candle here, just one little candle. Oh, let me switch the lights off again quickly and you see if you can see the candle burning. Here we go. Can you see that? A candle that's burning. And it doesn't matter how much darkness you put into the room, as long as that candle's there, you're not in the dark. That's how it is with God. When he's in the world with us, there's no amount of darkness in the world that can put his love out. We sometimes, because darkness is a scary thing, talk about the bad things in life as darkness. We talk about sadness as darkness being on us. We talk about being scared or being afraid as being surrounded by darkness. All of these things are taken away when God comes into the room, because God brings light, and where there's light, there can be no darkness at all. So today at Messy Church, you have a whole lot of exciting things to try, and I hope that you have tried some of the experiments and the games with torches and things so that you can play around with light. Light is a beautiful, beautiful thing because, as I say, it helps us to see everything else. So, if Jesus is the light of the world, then how can we help him? If we are Jesus' followers, then is there some way that we can help him to bring this light to other people? Because maybe there are other people who are sitting in the dark, not finding their way around, or maybe stubbing their toes, or maybe feeling scared. Is there some way that we can bring them light, just in the same way that God has brought light to us? Well, I heard a beautiful story recently. Somebody was telling me this lovely story about some children who went to visit a church. Now, if you've been into our church in Kintore, you'll know that on either side of the church and right at the front, we have windows which are unlike any windows we have in our homes. Not just clean, clear glass, these windows have got colors in them and they make pictures. So, for example, at the front of the church, there's a picture of Jesus on the cross, and on the sides, there are other pictures of Jesus and David and various things. So these are our stained glass windows which tell us pictures from the Bible. Well, it turns out that some boys and girls were going through a big cathedral, and as they were walking through the cathedral, the lady was explaining to them what all the windows were. And there was one row of windows in the side of the church that had a whole lot of pictures of some of Jesus' followers from long, long ago. We call these people saints. Saints are like Christians, really. Saints are the holy people, the people who follow Jesus. And so these were pictures, lots and lots of pictures of people who love Jesus and who were loved by Jesus. We call them saints. And the lady was explaining to the children about that. So when the children got home, their parents asked them, so what did you learn in your trip to the cathedral today? And one of the little boys said, I learned about the saints today. And the parents said, oh, what are the saints? And the little boy said, they are the people who let the light shine through. Isn't that beautiful? The saints, Jesus' followers, like you and like me, are the people who let the light shine through. So just as those stained glass windows let the sunlight shine through into the cathedral, in the same way, you and I, if we are filled with Jesus in our hearts, we can let his light shine through into the world. And obviously, that's a beautiful, beautiful image, a lovely thing. Imagine if we can bring the kind of light that helps people to see. Imagine if we could bring the kind of light that helps people to not be scared. Imagine if we could bring the light that helps people to find their way in the world. Well, that's exactly what we get to be when we let the light in our hearts shine out in love and kindness and goodness to the people around us. So this Messy Church Sunday, I hope that all of you get to play with light and play around with it, have lots of fun with light. But I also hope that light comes to shine in your hearts so that you can shine the light of love, God's love, into the lives of all the people around you, your moms and dads, your brothers and sisters, grannies and grandpas, friends at school. Let God's light shine in your heart, and from your heart, let it shine to all the world. God bless you on this Messy Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. We're going to close with a song. We started with a song, My Lighthouse, which I hope you all danced along with all the actions. Well, this is a song called This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. And there's all sorts of trumpets and trombones and guitars and drums and things. So you guys get ready to dance and to shine your light into all the world. Bye.